Ancient Assyria, a land of power, a land of war. At its heart, a queen ruled. Not as a regent, not as a placeholder. Samuramat seized the throne. She claimed it as her own. Her story is shrouded in mystery. Fact intertwines with legend. Yet her impact on history is undeniable. Samuramat's rise to power is a tale of ambition, cunning, and ruthless determination. Assyria in the 9th century BC was a force to be reckoned with. A vast empire, a military powerhouse. Stretching from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea, it was a land of immense wealth and formidable strength. The Assyrians were known for their advanced engineering, impressive architecture, and most notably, their military prowess. Their armies were feared across the ancient world, and their conquests were legendary. Its kings were known for their ruthlessness. They ruled with an iron fist, and their decrees were absolute. The Assyrian kings were not just rulers, they were warriors, leading their armies into battle and expanding their territories through sheer force. Their legacy was etched in stone with grand monuments and detailed inscriptions that told tales of their victories and their might. Its armies for their might. The Assyrian military was a well-oiled machine, with soldiers trained from a young age to be fierce and disciplined. They employed advanced tactics and weaponry, including chariots, siege engines, and iron weapons, which gave them a significant advantage over their enemies. The sight of the Assyrian army marching into battle was enough to strike fear into the hearts of their foes. Into this world, Samuramat was born. Her origins are uncertain. Some say she was of noble birth, a daughter of a high-ranking official, or a member of the royal family. Others believe she was a commoner, rising to prominence through her intelligence and ambition. Regardless of her beginnings, Samuramat's story is one of determination and resilience. Some say she was of noble birth, others a commoner. What is clear is that she possessed a remarkable ability to navigate the complex and often dangerous world of Assyrian politics. She was a woman of great beauty and charm, but also of sharp intellect and strategic acumen. These qualities would serve her well as she ascended the ranks of power. Regardless, she rose to become the wife of King Shamshi-Adad V. This union was more than just a marriage. It was a strategic alliance that would pave the way for her future influence. As queen, Samuramat was not content to remain in the background. She took an active role in the governance of the empire, advising the king and participating in state affairs. This was her stepping stone. Her position as queen gave her access to the corridors of power, and she used this to her advantage. She built alliances, gathered supporters, and positioned herself as a key player in the Assyrian court. Her ambition knew no bounds, and she was determined to leave her mark on history, her path to ultimate power. Samuramat's influence continued to grow, and she eventually became the regent for her young son Adad-nirari III after the death of her husband. As regent, she effectively ruled the empire, making decisions and issuing decrees in the name of her son. Her reign was marked by stability and prosperity, and she is remembered as one of the most powerful women in ancient history. Her legacy endures, a testament to her strength, intelligence, and indomitable spirit. Details of Samuramat's early life are scarce. Historians debate her origins. Was she a princess, a priestess, or perhaps, as some legends claim, a woman of even humbler beginnings? What is clear is her marriage to the king. This was a strategic alliance. It elevated her status. It gave her influence. But Samuramat craved more. She wouldn't be a mere queen consort. She would rule. Upon the death of her husband, Samuramat made her move. Her son, Adad-nirari III, was too young to rule. Samuramat seized the regency. She claimed it for herself. This was unprecedented. A woman ruling Assyria, unthinkable. Yet, Samuramat possessed an iron will. She consolidated her power. She silenced her opponents. She became the power behind the throne, and then the power itself. Samuramat's reign was marked by prosperity and expansion. Her leadership brought a golden age to the Assyrian Empire, a time when the arts, culture, and architecture flourished like never before. She was a shrewd ruler, a skilled diplomat. Samuramat knew how to navigate the complex political landscape of her time, forging alliances and maintaining peace through her astute negotiations. Her wisdom and foresight were unparalleled. She understood the importance of infrastructure. Samuramat believed that the strength of an empire lay in its foundations, both literally and figuratively. She initiated numerous construction projects that would stand the test of time. She invested in building projects, roads, canals, temples. These were not just structures, They were the lifelines of her empire, facilitating trade, communication, and religious practices. Her vision was to create a network that connected every corner of her realm. Her most ambitious project was the city of Babylon. This ancient city, once in ruins, was transformed under her reign into a symbol of Assyrian might and ingenuity. It became a beacon of civilization and progress. She rebuilt it after its destruction, made it grander than before. The reconstruction of Babylon was a monumental task, but Samuramat's determination and vision saw it through. The city rose from the ashes, more magnificent than ever, hanging gardens, soaring towers, a testament to her power. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, was said to be her creation. These gardens were not just a marvel of engineering, but also a symbol of her love for beauty and nature. Samuramat's name became synonymous with these wonders. Her legacy lived on through the inscriptions and stories that celebrated her achievements. She was not just a builder of cities, but a builder of dreams, leaving an indelible mark on history. Her contributions went beyond physical structures. Samuramat also promoted the arts and sciences, encouraging scholars and artisans to push the boundaries of their crafts. Her court became a hub of intellectual activity, attracting the brightest minds of her time. Under her patronage, literature, astronomy, and medicine flourished. The advancements made during her reign laid the groundwork for future generations, ensuring that her empire remained at the forefront of knowledge and innovation. Samuramat was also a formidable military strategist. She led her armies to numerous victories, expanding her empire's borders and securing its dominance in the region. Her leadership on the battlefield was as impressive as her governance. Her conquests brought wealth and resources to her people, further fueling the prosperity of her reign. The territories she annexed became integral parts of the Assyrian Empire, contributing to its cultural and economic richness. The people of her empire celebrated her as a living legend. Festivals and ceremonies were held in her honor, and her name was sung in praises. Samuramat's reign was a time of joy and abundance for her subjects. Even after her death, her legacy endured. Monuments and statues were erected in her memory, and her story was passed down through generations. Samuramat, the Builder Queen, remains an enduring symbol of strength, wisdom, and vision. Over time, Samuramat's story became a legend. Samuramat, a historical queen of Assyria, ruled with an iron fist and a heart full of ambition. Her reign was marked by significant achievements and grandiose projects that left an indelible mark on the ancient world. But as the years passed, the line between her real-life deeds and the myths surrounding her began to blur. She was conflated with the mythical figure of Semiramis. This transformation from a historical figure to a legendary one was not uncommon in ancient times. Semiramis, as she came to be known, was depicted in various forms of art and literature, each adding layers to her already fascinating persona. She became a symbol of power, beauty, and wisdom, revered and feared in equal measure. A powerful queen, a warrior, a woman of incredible beauty and intelligence. Semiramis was said to possess a combination of qualities that made her an almost divine figure. Her beauty was legendary, captivating all who laid eyes on her. But it was her intelligence and strategic mind that truly set her apart. She was not just a figurehead, she was a ruler who commanded respect and loyalty from her subjects and fear from her enemies. The lines between history and myth blurred. As stories of her exploits were passed down through generations, they became more fantastical and embellished. What started as historical accounts of her reign turned into epic tales of heroism and adventure. The real Samuramat was lost to time, replaced by the larger-than-life figure of Semiramis. Stories of her exploits spread throughout the ancient world. From the bustling markets of Babylon to the distant lands of Egypt and Greece, tales of Semiramis's adventures were told and retold. She was said to have built magnificent cities, constructed grand palaces, and even created the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. She was said to have led armies into battle, displaying unparalleled bravery and tactical genius. Her military campaigns were the stuff of legend, with stories of her leading her troops to victory against overwhelming odds. She was not just a queen who ruled from the safety of her palace, she was a warrior who fought alongside her soldiers, earning their respect and admiration. To have conquered distant lands, expanding her empire far and wide. Her conquests were said to be driven by a desire to spread her influence and bring prosperity to her people. Each new territory she conquered added to her legend, making her one of the most formidable rulers of the ancient world, to have even challenged the gods themselves. In some stories, Semiramis was portrayed as a figure who defied the divine, challenging the gods and their authority. These tales added a supernatural element to her legend, making her not just a queen, but a near-mythical figure who transcended the mortal realm. Her story, a blend of history and myth, continues to captivate and inspire to this day. Samuramat's legacy is complex, part fact, part fiction. Yet, her impact is undeniable. She ruled one of the most powerful empires of the ancient world. She left behind a legacy of architectural wonders. Her story challenged traditional gender roles. It inspired awe and admiration. Even centuries later, her name resonated with power and ambition. Despite her fame, much about Samuramat remains a mystery. Her true origins, the extent of her power, the details of her reign, much of it is lost to history. Historians continue to piece together her story. New discoveries offer tantalizing clues, but the full picture remains elusive. Samuramat's life is a puzzle, one that may never be fully solved. Samuramat's story continues to fascinate. She is a figure of enduring intrigue, a woman who defied expectations, who seized power in a man's world. Her legacy is a reminder that history is full of surprises, that women have always played a role in shaping the world, even if their stories are often overlooked or forgotten. Her story is a testament to the enduring power of ambition, a reminder that even in the ancient world, women could rise to the highest heights of power. Her legend continues to inspire. So, Samuramat, a queen who broke every rule and defined her own legacy. Was she a mastermind ruler, a loving mother, or both? What's clear is that history remembers her for a reason. Thanks for tuning in to this ancient adventure. If you're intrigued by queens, conquests, and epic power plays, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's keep exploring the empires and rulers who shaped the world.